Have you ever considered that a single breath could be life-changing? Well, apparently what I'm about to try can be. Many people rave about it. It's called Breathwork. I'm going to do a 3-hour session as my first time experience. So I was a little bit nervous about the 3-hour part, so I roped in some buddies, and they're also first timers. I've heard that it can be life-changing. It can have these big, deep emotional releases and work on past trauma. So that all sounds very appealing. I've got plenty of stuff I can unpack and get rid of, so sign me up. So this is one of my friends, Helen, that I've roped in. Hi. Have you done this before?
No.
How are you feeling?
I'm a bit nervous, to be honest.
Do you have any expectations?
No, I just hope I come out more relaxed, perhaps. Yeah.
You're going to be transformed. Chase, have you ever done this before?
No.
How are you feeling?
Well, nothing that I want to expect.
You seem like pretty relaxed.
Pretty
right?
relaxed, yeah.
Good luck. Let's head in and we'll chat to Gorge Camorra, owner of Chill, Breathe, Revive, who had a life-changing experience that led him into breathwork.
So the reason that I got into breathwork was a few years ago during COVID, I literally lost my mind. I was just under a lot of pressure, especially running multiple businesses that were closed down, and I just wasn't in a great mental space. It ended up with a marriage breakdown, and when I was at rock bottom, I was asked to go over to a retreat in Bali, and I was introduced to breathwork and ice baths. And from the very first session, I just noticed a shift inside me, and it just became a regular practice that I did every day, and it's just removed probably 90% of anxiety that I was suffering, and it's really helped with my mental health.
So the 3-hour breakthrough breathwork session is about to start, and there certainly is anticipation in the air. A little bit of a fear of the unknown for most of us. They start the class with a good explanation of what happens. I can't film much of the class for privacy reasons, but the breathing apparently only goes for just over an hour. We were also given a delicious cup of cacao to start the night. Now, some did joke that maybe there was something in there to make us have such trippy experiences, but I highly doubt that.
So what to expect for your first time at a breakthrough session, it can vary from seeing visuals to emotional discharge. You could be crying, you could be wriggling and moving around. We are all different, but normally you will get a really nice emotional release.
Stick around and myself, Helen and Chase will give our honest feedback after the class.
Yeah, so what's happening is we're getting you to breathe in a certain way that after like about 10 minutes or so, we're restricting a little bit of the oxygen going into your brain, and it's a thing called defrontalization, where it shuts off the prefrontal cortex, which is the top of the brain that we have that other mammals don't have, and beneath there is under the layer under that part of the brain is where all our emotions and memories are stored, and they just spill out.
Okay, so I just came in from the breathwork event and I'm still processing what happened, and I think it was amazing and it was intense and I cried a lot. It's one of those things that you kind of have to try to understand the feeling. I did feel like it might have shed layers and layers of crap I've been holding on to. The breathing was pretty simple. It was just in and out the mouth for the whole time. And you do start to get tingly fingers and feel sensations all over your body. But for me, it got very visual and dreamlike. And I had a complete, like a movie playing out in my head where I met all my ancestors in a hot air balloon, and we went to this magical, amazing big tree, and I met guides in the tree, and I'm not describing it very well at all, but the feeling right now is like I feel like I've just run a marathon. All the tension from my body has gone, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this affects me over the next few days, because I think it'll be one of those things that you feel more effects as time goes on. So I would definitely say try it, and you've got to go in with an open mind, but it's kind of like nothing else I've ever done. And the fact that it's set to really powerful music, yeah, I think that really sets the scene and lets you go deep. So yeah, I would say give it a go. Call George.
Good morning. I have just woken up after last night going to the breathwork class. I'm feeling good today. I wasn't sure quite how I would feel, given I was so exhausted last night. Actually, when I went home, I basically went straight to bed. When I think about it now, I think I was a bit overwhelmed, to be honest, with 3-hour class is a long time. It went pretty quickly. My reflections for the class. Well, right now, I'm actually feeling fairly clear in my mind and really have this sort of sense of calmness. I do feel like it's lifted something from me. So the intensity of last night's definitely subsided and I'm feeling quite good and quite grounded, just calm. So I do think it's done something. I was very skeptical. We had giggles at times. It did take me to places sort of consciousness-wise that I had never been before. But that's why I was there, I guess, to do something new, to see what it was all about. And it definitely had a level of intensity, though, that I don't think is for everyone. And just, I guess, a caution. And I think George does a great job of this as well in the advertising. It's just making sure that you don't have any health conditions before going in. But otherwise, if you are looking for something new and different, it's definitely worth giving a go. I don't think you need to do 3 hours if you're a newbie like me. Maybe start out with a bit of a tester. I don't think you need to do a full breakthrough 3 hours, but it was fun.
Right, Chase. What did you think? What are your thoughts this morning?
No, it was good. I woke up and had a good sleep last night. No, I loved it. I liked spending a few hours thinking about my breathing and being in a comfortable space, and might have nodded off to sleep a couple of times. But no, I loved it. It was something different, and I think it's an area I need to do a bit more work on. So definitely recommend it.
There you go.
Thank you so much for watching. Now, if you found this helpful and inspiring, just give it a little thumbs up and subscribe so we can send you more content on wellness and personal growth. And don't forget to check out the description because we'll pop all the links to resources and to Gorge Camorra in there. Until next time, stay mindful and keep breathing.
You are my happiness today. You are my sunshine, sunshine place. My